Hey, beautiful ladies, join me right here, starting now for day 5. I am going to warn you ahead of time. This is going to be a doozy. This is, I would say, kind of like the pinnacle here of our week, the climax of our week. And then it'll be a little bit of not a reprieve, but a different style next workout. So what I need from you in this workout is always what I need, which is butt kicks. That's not what I need. I need your best effort, right? Some days you're going to feel awesome. You're going to crush this one. Some days it's going to feel like it's crushing you. That's all right. Try not to lean back as you do this. Try not to put too much into, did I sleep well last night? Is it my PMS week? Is it not? You know, sometimes I think we can overanalyze that and think like I know personally, if I had a tracker and it told me I had a bad night of sleep, I'd be like, oh, well, now I'm just tired all day. I have a bad night of sleep. Leg swings to the front, standing knee soft. Here we go. Exhale up, inhale down. I don't want you to put too much stock in that. I want you to just take a hold of the workout you're about to do, give it what you've got today, and that's all we can do, right? So that's what's in front of us, okay? We've got low body, and maybe switch sides. I'm amping this up today, and maybe you're going to get done with it and be like, Brittany, that wasn't that bad. I'm just letting you know, as I planned it, as I prepared myself to do it mentally, it's a bit of a doozy. We're going to do leg swings across and out to the side. Nice, easy, breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure that core is bracing, even though it's not technically, switch sides, a core day, right? Core is always involved when we are lifting, and we're always going to do things safely. And like I said, you're going to make this your own. We've got people who are hopping in, who are on the newer end. We've got people who are very seasoned. So do what you can to make it your level, which what you can do is weight it appropriately, take breaks appropriately, pause me if you need to. Get water if you don't have it with you yet. Take a peek at the first 2 exercises, supersets. Can you tell we're just raring to go today? Supersetting step ups and hip thrusts. So you're going to need a bench stepper chair. Take a peek first. Your whole foot is on that bench stepper chair. Your hips and shoulders are square to it. You have a slight pelvic tuck. So there you go. You're bracing. You're slightly leaned forward. Everything is going to push through that front heel, exhaling up. This back foot barely touches, comes right back down, and then goes right back up again. So this is not like the step up, like step aerobics class. It's not that. Everything, most of your weight's in this front foot. So it's really a tough exercise. If for any reason you have issues with this, maybe if you have knee problems or something like that, if lunges are okay for you, but this putting all of that weight in the front foot is not, you can go ahead and substitute lunges, static lunges or stationary lunges for this one, okay? Now, level 1, do these just body weight. Level 2, grab something. You can weight it here. You can weight it here. I'm probably going to mix it up. I'm going to grab some 15-pound dumbbells for the first set here to feel it out. We are getting 10. Join me when you're ready. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Deep knee bend in that front knee. Obviously, the lower your step, the easier it's going to be. So you could work up to this. You could do it like literally on a stair step. That's a little bit, usually not as great a distance in between. I am not using the highest step I have available because this is the first time I'm hitting these postpartum. Good. So just kind of, make it your own. 2 more times. You're going to stop after 10 if you're on a different count. And then we're not going to take a huge rest because the other side just got to rest, even though heart rate's up. Shoulders up, back and down, chest open. Let's go. Exhale. Inhale. Take a longer break if you need it. I just want to keep us moving for the sake of time. You're firing up your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings. And really, ladies, I kind of tried to front load this to get this exercise out of the way when we are fresh, because I do think this is the toughest exercise today. So take some comfort in that too. 3 more by my count. Good. Light grip on those weights if you've got them. Last time. Now we're going to need that bench step or chair. You could put dumbbells across hips. Level 1 for this, it's hip thrusts. Level 1 is going to be no weight. Level 2, you could grab dumbbells, put them across your hips. If you happen to have a barbell, I know many of you do, you can grab a barbell and put it across your hips, which I'm going to do. So I'll show you first just the basic move. I'm going to have, some people like to put a mat on the bench. I have one mat, and I would rather use it for my barbell so that it doesn't dig too much into the hips. It probably still will, but not too much. This is your basic hip thrust. Your elbows are off the bench. Your feet are hip width, toes slightly turned out. You're going to tuck your pelvis towards your chin, exhaling up, inhaling down, looking down through the thighs. So like I said, body weight, or you can weight it in a variety of ways. I'm going to I guarantee you, ungracefully get this barbell on this mat and onto my hips, all in front of you, because that's how we roll here. But I know I share my weights with you. Generally, I can hip thrust more than this, but I do not feel like racking my bar up. I am using a 55-pounder. You will be surprised if you start using a barbell, what you can end up hip thrusting. If that's something that you want to go up and weight in. All right, here we go. Exhale up, inhale down. I do need you to keep looking down through the thighs so that your core stays braced and it doesn't go into your low back. We're getting 10 of these. And actually, I'll tell you what, this weight feels pretty darn good. I have done these since having the baby. I've worked back up to these and I've gotten higher reps than 10, but like we were just talking about, good, sit, rest. Every day is different, isn't it? Last night happened to be a get up 3 times with the baby, which is not abnormal for me. Come on up. Give me some butt kicks in between. So those felt a lot harder than they did last time I did them. Even at higher rep, that's okay. Good, keep the feet moving, keep the blood flowing. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. I know I'm trucking us today because we got a lot to get through. Grab water. We're going to set 2 for step ups. Think about what you need here. Do you need to add a weight and you didn't before? Do you need to go up in weight? Decisions. I'll try the 20s. I had my 15s last time. I'm going to try holding 20s at my sides to keep me honest here. We'll see how that goes. Here we go. Hip, shoulders square. Foot's totally on the bench. We push up through the heel on an exhale. We inhale down. Slow and controlled. Good. Shoulders down away from the ears. Try not to let that upper back round. Now, believe me, I cringe as much as you do when I see single leg work on the plan, but it's super necessary. I mean, it does slow us down because we've got to do each side, at a time, doubling our time there. But the benefits so outweigh that little imposition on our time. Here we go, switch sides. Really good for catching imbalances. Like if you have one side that always takes over more than the other one in like a squat or something that you do with both feet. You just get into the muscle differently. You'll see. I'm going to include that today with our RDLs. And I know part of me is always like, can't we just do this both legs to get it done? But the way that you can really dig in and shape and build that muscle when it's one side at a time, you just really need some single leg work in there. It strengthens us. It helps prevent injury. My running ladies, this is probably, I've heard from so many of you, rest, that this past running season has been your best since including strength training. And the single leg work is a huge, huge part of that. All right, here we go. Round 2 with the hip thrust. I told you so gracefully. We'll get on together. All right, feet hip width, toes slightly turned out, elbows are free. We exhale up, we inhale down. Good, strong. So push through the heels and squeeze your glutes. Nice, come on. That's halfway up. Beautiful. Whew. You got it. 3. Excellent. 2. Last time. Get out of it. Well done, ladies. Gonna get those dumbbells, that barbell all the way down away. Stand up. Get some blood flow. Back to the legs and breathe. So we're looking at one more set of each of that. I'm going to give my arms a little swing too from holding those weights. We're doing one more set of that. Step ups. Look at that. They're already almost done. Hip thrusts. We go on to our next supersets where you're going to need a heavy weight for goblet squats. So maybe you're going to use what you were using for step ups, or maybe if you were holding 2, you're going to put them together. We'll talk about that. Kickstand RDLs are what we're subbing with, where probably if you use 2 for step ups, you could go ahead and do that. Now I did go up to the 20s. It felt good. I don't need to go back to the 15s. I'm not going to try 25s. I know that would be too much for my third set here. Just thinking about if I'm going to mix it up and hold a weight up here. But I don't have the next big one to hold is a 50. Walking you through my process to help you out when you're deciding these things. So I'm going to stay with the 20s because I don't want to go down and wait for the last set. All right, here we go. Deep breath. Set those shoulders down. Core is bracing hard. Let's do it. Up. It's not so much better when we're doing it together. I know I would not be moving with such, I don't know, speed's not the right word, but I would be slacking off a little if I had to do this workout on my own today. So thank you for joining me. 5 more on this side, and this side's done with these. 5. Good. Push through the heel. Come on. Bring those hips back up to the start. 3 times. Good work. Push. 2. Nice, nice, nice. Last one. Oh, we're going to switch sides, ladies. Yeah, let's go. Just 10. We can do it 10 times. Up. Like I said, heart rate. Feeling good. If you went up in your weight too, you're noticing your heart rate seems to have gone up from those first 2 sets. That's probably why. Keep pushing. Up, up, up. Don't let those hips twist. We stay slightly forward. Up. Got 4 more by my count. I know. You're almost there. Good. Up, up, up. 3. Nice. 2 more times. Up. Beautiful, ladies. Last one. And you're out of it. Good. Slow on the way down. Get those weights to the side. You might, like I said, use those later. I might use those for the kickstand RDLs. We'll see. Non-committal, right? Okay, here we go. Last time with these beautiful hip thrusts, which are so, so good for your glutes and hamstrings, which is an area so many of us like to work. We want separation between glute and hamstrings. This, join me, and the RDLs are like the power combination for that. Good. Come on, up. Beautiful. 5 more times. 5. Good. 4. Come on. I know. 3. Oh, 2. Last one. And rest. That's another one that the good old kid weight usually works pretty well. Too. You don't have enough weight, you make your like 50-pound kid come sit on you. There you go. You'll get a fun little ride. All right, you do not need this bench again, so we can shimmy that off for the sake of room. You get a rest. I'm going to show you without my weights what's to come. Goblet squat, feet hip width or wider. Most of you know this. Core is braced, chest is up. We're going to sit back like we're tapping a chair on an inhale. We're going to exhale, push up through the heels, squeeze glutes. We are not going to overthrust through and put it in our low back. We're going to stop right at neutral. I want you to push what weight you feel like at the end of 10, you could only do 2 or 3 more. So for me, I've been using the 35. I know I can get a clean 3 sets of 10 with it. I have a wonky, I could try my 40, but it's that big bulky weight that I don't love. I'm going to try the 50 today for 10 and see how I do. Again, you do not need to match me. I do not want you to match me. I want you to do it safe for you, whether it's more, whether it's less. Just sharing with you my thought process. Here we go. Shoulders down, away from ears. We are getting 10. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. We're strengthening up for all the summer activities. Seriously. All the kids schlepping, all the gardening, all the pulling, all the grandkids schlepping as well for some of you. Good. We got 3 more. 2, 1, and rest. Plus, good job. Those of you who just hit that advanced challenge in April, we had that. That's where probably the last time I did heavy goblet squats in April with everybody when we did the half of our body weight, which I did not touch, believe me. But it's all right. Okay, kickstand RDLs. Take a peek first. I'm going to set these down. I am going to start these with 20s. Your regular RDL is a hip hinge. Hips back, hips up, hips back, hips up. Knees are just soft, but push on your hip flexors. It's about your hips going back and hips coming up. It's not a squat. All we're doing is taking one leg out of it. We're going to pop up that back foot, hips back, hips up. All the weight is in the front foot. All right, let's do it. So 10 on each side. It's just a lot of hip hinging. Shoulders up, back, and down. Here we go. Hips back, hips up. Like I said, the single leg work, because right now that front hamstring is getting all the load rather than when we're doing it with both legs and they get to share the load. So we're making sure there's no imbalances. There's not one that's going to work more than the other. Good. It's like a group project. Good. I want to make sure one isn't just doing all the work. Switch sides. Good. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. It's not about how far your chest comes down. It's about your hips going back. On that note, keep that back nice and flat. Keep your shoulders pulled back like there is a rod between your shoulder blades. That's what I want you to think about. 4, 3, excellent. 2, last one. Good, ladies. Bend your knees, put it down. I got good news for you. 1 set down, 2 to go. I know, you're already like, we're almost more than halfway. We've got 2 more sets of those, but the step-ups are done, so who really cares about the rest? I do not. Once the step-ups were done, it's all good. We're going back to goblet squats. You're keeping it tight. You're keeping your core braced. This is a really good actual bonus core for those of us who like squatting. Back squatting is a lot of load on the spine. Goblet squatting is a nice way to do it that also brings in the core. We're going to squat again. We're going to RDL again. 2 more rounds of that. 1 little finisher, and we're out. Okay, so this gave us about a minute break. Pause me, take more rest if you need it. Grab water if you need it. Oh my word, told you we're working today. I did not lie. Here we go. Feet hip width. Get the core in the game. Inhale, weights in the heels. Exhale up. Squeeze the glutes up to the top. You got this. Light grip on that weight. Ha. Yes, you can. 5 more. Good. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. Get rid of it. Well done. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret too. Not a surprise. I'm real chatty in this workout today. Here we go. Get one leg front. Oh, switch to a nice hip hinge for me. Hips back, hips up. My secret is that I was really tired before this. Like I told you, it was a several wake up night last night. And I didn't even have my second coffee yet. And usually if I film in the afternoon, I'll hit that second coffee first or during, like I did the other day. But I was like, I am way too tired to film today. I think I'll just walk in the backyard or something. I was like, you know what, Brittany? Switch sides. What I always say, you can't wait till you have the energy to do it, because the exercise is going to give you the energy. So it's totally working. Just want you to know that. I'm excited now to go about the rest of my day with this energy. And those of you who are doing this first thing in the morning, how much better are you going to feel after this than when you just roll out of bed, right? Oh, rest, put it down. That's the point, ladies. It energizes us for our day in the now, for the day-to-day. And we are just bulletproofing ourselves for later. We're looking towards that longevity. Well done. All right, my friends. Giving myself a little upper body action as well, because we are forward here and we're supposed to be pulled back here, but it still gets a little bit, traps are taking a lot of the load, chest and back might be feeling it. So give yourself a little shimmy shake. And then 1 more set of each. And I'm just going to show you quickly because we'll try to go kind of right in it. We're going to end with 1 minute and 30 seconds of lunging. We'll take little breaks in between, maybe a 30-second break, maybe a 15. We'll see how it goes. We're going to be doing side lunges. Looks like this, where you step out to the side, you sit back in that heel, and you come up. But we're going to alternate. So it would be side, up, side, up. It kind of heard a nice little hip hop there. It's almost like a single leg squat. We're sitting back into, take a peek at that again. We're sitting back into that heel and pushing off it, then going to the other side. So just demoing that now so we can, again, shave some time and do that. It'll be 30, rest, 30, rest, 30, rest, and we're done. But before that, we're going to hit this last set. Goblet squats and kickstand RDLs. Let's go. Challenge yourself. I could have done this with the 35 today and been fine, but I'm doing it with the 50, and and it's actually fine. So you never know till you pick up that heavier weight. Inhale down, exhale up. Good. Remember, if you're going to try heavier weights next week, you don't have to up the reps. We just want to try to progress in some way. Good. Push. 2, another progression. Last one. Rest would be like for the step-ups. Rather than adding weight or reps, you could try a higher step, right? So there's always lots of ways to progress. Shoulders up, back down, 1 foot forward. Kickstand in the back. We go hips back, hips up. Inhale, exhale. Focus on sending those hips back as far as you can. And these actually really, really help with low back pain. Good. 3 more this side. Take your time. Don't rush. Oh, what a day today. Switch sides. Let's go. 10. Oh, just a slight bend in the knees, but it's all about the hips. Come on. Whew. Last 5 on these. Keep those shoulders back. I know mine are trying to go forward. 3, 2, holy cow, last one. And get out. Awesome job. Now, I am not planning on weighting these just solely because of, well, I won't get ahead of myself. I'm going to not do the first set weighted because low back has taken a lot of load today. And with lifting a little bit heavier, if you're lifting a little heavier than normal, your low back's going to be feeling that. So it's totally fine to do these body weight. Again, we're going to alternate sides. If you want to add a weight, you can hold one here and hold 2 at your sides. Or what I like to do with this one, if you have a kettlebell, is hold it in the opposite hand. And when you come up, switch. Okay, so I might add that on. This first round, I'm going to go just body weight right here. Let's go side and up. So we've got 30 seconds right now. Take a little breather. Your chest can come forward, kind of like the hip hinge, just as a result of your hips going back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Another note about the trying to ward off injury. We have to keep lateral movement in our routine. It can't all be front and back, just in the frontal plane of the body. That's why you have me. Last one. Good. Last one this way. Rest. Awesome. Get water if you want it. That's why you have me to program for you, because you might not be thinking of that and thinking, okay, I've got single leg work. I've got this. You got to use all the planes of the body too. We got to rotate. We got to move side to side. We got to keep our joints using all range of motion. Okay. I'm going to try what I just told you with a 20-pound kettlebell. We got another 30 seconds coming in. 3, 2, 1. We go side up. That was actually a 30-second break, believe it or not. So you can keep rocking body weight, or if you've got that dumbbell or kettlebell at the chest, or join me with this little switcheroo. Honestly, it's kind of a welcome distraction, so I don't just focus on how these legs are screaming. Inhale, exhale, sit back in the heel. Don't let the toe come over the knee. 1 more each side. Good, last one. Rest. Awesome work, ladies. 30-second break. Walk it off for a tissue break for myself. Deep breaths in about 15. We're going to go 30 more seconds of side lunges, quick stretch, and we're done today. Safely pick it up if you're using a weight. Get ready. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Heart rate's getting up, but it's about the strength. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Sit and up. Sit and up. Good. Come on. You have done so much work today. I'm really, really proud of you. Honestly, even proud of myself too. Even though I'm not always a pat yourself on the back person, but seriously, we're all doing it. Just getting it in. 5 seconds left. 1 more lunge each side. Go side and you're out. You're done. Good. Bend your knees, put it down. Join me. Take 1 foot, heel towards glute. Standing knee soft. 2 deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. In through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Zero option mentality is something we talk about a lot. Just don't give yourself the out. Don't hem and haw and think, I almost did that this afternoon. Do I want to make a coffee first? Hands to your bent leg, hamstring stretch. Do I want to do it later? Oh, I didn't have that much sleep again tonight. Like, stop. Just stop. I had said I was going to film this workout today. I filmed this workout today. I know, I totally get it. It's a little bit easier to say when it's like literally for your work. You're like, well, nice, Brittany, but I'm not filming it. I do the same thing workout-wise. I make a non-negotiable amount of times I need to work out a week, and it's not always 5. Ladies, even if you're doing it right now as the Chasing Greatness workouts or as the 6-week program workouts, and you're like, no, I'm doing 5. There are times I set the standard for 3. I never set it for less than 3, but I always encourage you to personalize and make it your own, fit your season of life. But then they're non-negotiable. So that's kind of the rule there. Give me some ankle rolls to close this out. I do not say, oh, I'll try to get 3. I'll get 3. And if I get to that day and I'm super tired, I really can't do it, all right, then I have if I have a backup day. If this was like Saturday that I had to do it and it was going to be my 3rd workout of the week, guess what? I would have made myself do it. Zero option mentality. Okay, feet together, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. You are done. Cross it off. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.